Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Learning.
Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Learning.
Today we're going to look at vertebrate animals.
Today we're going to look at the vertebrate animals.
As you know, we can classify animals in various ways, depending on the characteristics we look at.
As you know, we can classify animals in various ways depending on the characteristics we look at.
Today we're going to look at some animals by the
Today we're going to go into some animals by the
internal structure of their bodies. According to this feature, we can classify them in
internal structure of their bodies. According to this feature, we can classify them into
vertebrate animals, which have an internal skeleton, that means bone,
vertebrate animals which have an internal skeleton, that means bones,
and invertebrate animals, like this worm, and invertebrate
animals,
like this worm, which has no backbone, in fact, no bones at all.
like this worm which has no backbone, in fact, no bones at all.
All vertebrate animals have an internal skeleton made up of
All vertebrate animals have an internal skeleton made up of bones.
bones. Bones are very strong and give bodies their shape. They hold it nice and straight.
Bones are very strong and give bodies their shape. They hold it up nice and straight.
The spine, the backbone, is made up of a series of articulated pieces of bone.
The spine, the backbone, is made of a series of articulated pieces of bone
Called the vertebrae, which allow the body to move in a certain way and be flexible.
The vertebrae will allow the body to move in a certain way and flexible.
Vertebrate animals' bodies are divided into the head, the torso, and the limbs.
Vertebrate animals' bodies are divided into the head, the tortoise, and the limbs.
Yes, the head, the body, and
Yes,
the arms and legs. Some vertebrate limbs. Yes, the head,
the body, and the arms and legs.
the body, and the arms and legs. Some vertebrates are aquatic, like these fish. Others are terrestrial, like this bear.
Some vertebrates are aquatic, like this fish. Others are terrestrial, like this
And others fly, like this
bear, and others fly, like this eagle.
eagle. Vertebrates can move in many different ways.
Vertebrates can move in many different ways.
Walking, jumping, crawling, climbing, and when they have to, running. But
Walking, jumping, crawling, climbing, and when they have running. But sometimes
it's not enough. There are also many vertebrate animals that move flying, like birds. Also many vertebrate
But it's not enough. There are also many vertebrate animals that
move by flying, like birds and bats. For example, these eagles, which, unfortunately for the fox, are much like birds.
move by flying like birds and bats. For example, these eagles, which unfortunately for the
Bats. For example, these eagles, which, unfortunately for the fox, are much
for the fox are much faster than him.
Vertebrates are classified into 5 groups.
Vertebrates are classified into 5 groups.
Fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and mammals, like this big howler monkey.
Fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and mammals.
Birds
Like this big howler monkey.
and mammals, like this big howler monkey. Now, let's remember the most important things we've learned about vertebrates.
Now let's remember the most important things we learned about vertebrate animals.
Vertebrate animals can be classified into 5 groups.
Vertebrate animals can be classified into 5 groups.
Fish, reptiles,
Fish, reptiles,
amphibians,
amphibians,
birds,
birds,
and mammals.
and mammals.
Vertebrates have internal skeletons
Vertebrates have internal skeleton made of bones.
made of bones. The body of this kind of animal is divided into head, torso, and limbs. Skeletons made of bones. The body of this
The body of this kind of animal is divided into head, torso, and limbs.
kind of animal is divided into head, torso, and limbs. They move in many ways.
They move in many ways, walking, jumping,
Walking, jumping, crawling, flying, climbing, and when they need to,
crawling, flying, climbing, and when they need to running.